Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we take your source material and, well, turn it into instant expertise. Today we're diving deep into a company that is really tough to classify. Starlight Inc. Entertainment and Luxury Transportation.
Right. Most people just know it as SLA.
SLA, exactly.
And it's a perfect study in, I guess, operational ambition. You hear the name, you immediately think limousine service.
Of course.
But the sources show this entity that has woven itself into almost every single facet of high-end logistics and, lifestyle management globally.
And that's really our mission for today. We have to unpack this because it is a staggering portfolio. I mean, how does one company manage to integrate, say, private jets, industrial shipping,
Right.
magicians for kids' parties, and private investment services all under one roof? It just seems on the surface operationally impossible.
It does. But they've built the platform for it, and they brand themselves so simply. Quality entertainment and luxury transportation. That's it.
Deceptively simple.
It is. They position themselves as the ultimate integrated solution worldwide. And they made the contact point super easy to remember.
That's the 1-888-952 LIMO number.
That's the one. That single number is the entry point to this entire vast network.
1-888-952 LIMO number. It has that classic feel, but what it unlocks is anything but. So to help you make sense of this massive scope, we've broken this deep dive down into 3 pillars.
3 interconnected pillars.
First, the genuinely astonishing range of their transportation options. And it is way more than just cars.
Oh, yeah.
Second, the unique tech platform they use for talent. It's called Starbook and Starmingle.
We'll get into that. It's fascinating.
And finally, the list of specialty services. That is, frankly, just surprising. It tells you exactly who their target audience really is. Okay, so let's start with that first pillar. Global transportation solutions. You read luxury transportation, your mind goes to airport transfers, maybe wedding limos.
The standard stuff.
The standard stuff. And yes, SLA definitely covers that.
Yeah.
Limos, party buses, coaches. And according to the client feedback, they're spotless, they're on time. They do that baseline very well.
That's just it, though.
Yeah.
It's the baseline. From there, the scope just... it explodes. Even staying within their ground transportation division, the source material explicitly lists industrial logistics.
Shipping and hauling services.
Shipping and hauling.
Okay, so we have to stop right there and ask the big question. Why? If your brand is built on Starlight Luxury, why would you dilute that by listing, industrial freight?
I think it points to 2 things about their operational strategy. First is probably cross-utilization of their fleet capacity.
Okay, explain that.
Well, think about a massive coach or some heavy-duty vehicle. It might be way more profitable hauling freight during the week when luxury travel demand is a bit lower.
So it allows them to maintain this huge top-of-the-line fleet without the vehicles just sitting idle. So you have 2 different clients, maybe with overlapping assets, but the revenue from logistics is helping to subsidize the very high cost of maintaining that luxury division.
Precisely. It's smart business integration. It's not just a random collection of services.
That is smart.
And the scope just keeps expanding. Then you have water charters.
Right.
And again, it's not just one type of boat. We're talking high-end private yachts for, exclusive events. We're talking group cruises. And then they pivot again into these niche entertainment things like chartered fishing trips and even casino boats.
So they cover the whole spectrum of maritime needs.
Yeah.
From serious travel to, pure fun.
That's it.
And then we look up, chartered air travel. The high-end stuff is all there.
Right.
Private jets, planes, helicopters.
A full suite.
It gives them that serious global reach, lets VIP clients just bypass commercial travel entirely. That part feels standard for a luxury brand.
It's the pinnacle of global convenience, right? Ensuring the client's time is never, ever wasted.
But then, tucked right there in the listings, under the private jets, is the detail that for me just adds this unique flair.
The hot air balloons.
Chartered hot air balloon travel.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Because it's not about speed. It's not about efficiency. It's pure spectacle.
It's novelty.
It is. And it shows that SLA really gets that their wealthy clients aren't just buying transportation. They're buying an unforgettable moment, an experience.
You could actually coordinate an entire event around that.
Yeah.
Get your VIPs to a remote launch site with a helicopter.
And then launch them into this bespoke, beautiful experience in a hot air balloon. It just highlights their capacity for highly customized, very high-end event planning.
Okay, so segment 1 tells us SLA isn't a luxury car service. It's a global, integrated logistics matrix.
That's a great way to put it.
One that strategically blends industrial function with the ultimate luxury spectacle. ground, water, and air.
So that brings us to segment 2. We're moving from the movement of people and things to the movement of talent and art.
The entertainment division.
Exactly. And it's all built around this promise of supplying quality entertainers. But the key component here, the thing to really look at, is the tech infrastructure they built to manage it all.
Starbuck.
Starbuck.
So Starbuck is what? Basically a massive central database.
Essentially. It's where all the quality entertainers, magicians, DJs, jazz bands, actors, you name it, can register. Yeah. But it's more than just a listing.
It's the engine for their whole talent pipeline.
It is. Producers, directors, even just, a client planning a birthday party can use this platform for auditions, for bookings, for promotions.
So SLA is positioning itself as the infrastructure for the industry. It kind of cuts out a lot of the traditional gatekeepers.
It does. And the sources point to this one really innovative communication feature. This is the operational insight we need to focus on. It's called Star Mingle.
Star Mingle. That's a very evocative name.
It is.
But it's essentially an instant messenger service built right into the platform.
That's what it is. Yeah. You have to ask, why is that feature so strategically valuable?
Well, I'd imagine it allows the person who wants to hire someone to communicate directly with the talent.
Directly. Whether you're a client planning a wedding or a Hollywood director looking for an actor, think about all the layers you normally have to go through.
Agent calls, back and forth negotiations.
All of that slows down the booking process. Star Mingle just eliminates it. It offers speed, it offers transparency, which is exactly what a high net worth individual or a busy event planner demands.
So it's kind of democratizing the booking process, but for the high-end market. That's a surprisingly disruptive idea.
It really is. And that idea of direct connection is also offered to their service providers on both the transportation and the entertainment side.
So if you run, say, a luxury coach company and you join the SLA membership,
you're immediately plugged into that entire ecosystem. The sources say you get free leads and access to a dedicated member support line.
Right. And just to be clear for everyone listening, that support line is 888-952-5466.
Same as the limo number, just spelled out numerically.
That centralization is key. It's a core benefit for their members.
Absolutely. For both the transport providers and the entertainers in the Star Directory, they get this direct, vetted listing and access to a huge client base that's already in the SLA ecosystem.
So they're basically paying for visibility and centralized access to high-quality clients.
That's the deal.
And this all leads into their media footprint, which is also designed to drive that visibility for all their members.
Right. They run Starlight News.
Which is documented across a blog, Facebook, YouTube, X Twitter, and Instagram. A full suite.
It's a 360-degree content strategy. They're not just listing services. They're building a whole media presence to reinforce the brand promise and drive traffic right back to their platform.
And the sources even hint a podcast is coming soon.
Which would round out that media presence perfectly.
Okay, let's get to the third pillar. And for me, this is genuinely the most astonishing part of the source material.
Specialty services.
Specialty services. If the first two sections covered, basic needs, getting there and having fun, this section covers literally everything else a global VIP might require.
And this is where we have to stop just listing things and start analyzing the implied client.
Yes.
Because the list is organized by very high-end needs: dignitaries, investments, florists, hotels.
Okay, so connecting florists and hotels makes perfect sense for event planning. I get that.
Of course.
But connecting luxury transportation to investment services, that pairing suggests a very, very specific type of clientele.
It does. It suggests their primary user isn't just someone who needs a party bus once a year.
No.
They're serving the complete, comprehensive needs of high net worth individuals, celebrities, major corporations. The logic is, if you trust SLA to manage your global logistics, why wouldn't you also trust their platform to connect you with vetted investment opportunities?
It turns them into a trusted concierge service for an entire lifestyle. Not just the transportation piece of it.
A single source of truth for that lifestyle.
But wait, the list keeps going. We also see photographers, sports services, theme parks, vacation specials, and this one was surprising. Recording studios.
The recording studios, that's another really strong signal about their entertainment clients.
How so?
Well, imagine you're an artist. You just booked a high-end gig through Starbuck. You need luxury transportation to get there. And then you need studio time to cut a new track.
SLA wants to be the single point of contact for all three.
They're creating a closed-loop system for the entertainment professional.
That is an unprecedented level of integration. So how does a user even navigate this ridiculously broad spectrum of services.
Well, the process, thankfully, is incredibly streamlined, which is a sharp contrast to the complexity of what they offer.
Okay.
The How It Works section just lays out 2 steps. First, choose your service from that massive list we just talked about. Second, complete the SLA member registration. That's it.
So by forcing everything through that one registration, they capture the client's needs and centralize the entire relationship. All right, so to bring this massive integrated ecosystem back down to earth, we've got 5 specific client stories. They really showcase how these different divisions work in the real world.
Yeah, these are great. We can start with just basic transportation reliability. Sarah Johnson, she used their VIP anniversary service.
Right.
And she didn't just say the car was booked. She focused on the quality control. The car was spotless. The driver was on time. In the luxury world, those are non-negotiable proof points. They validate the high price.
Then we have a Starbucks success story, Marcus Lee. He hired a DJ for a wedding, and he said that music was fantastic, but the real highlight was how easy it was to book the DJ on the platform.
And that right there validates their entire tech investment. It's user-friendly, it's reliable, it's fast, it works.
And what about niche bookings?
That's confirmed by Emily Carter. She booked a magician for her son's 8th birthday. And the fact that she said the show was truly magical and beyond expectations, that proves the quality entertainers in their directory are genuinely high caliber.
They're delivering on that quality promise, even for very specific, specialized events.
Then there's the gourmet experience. Jennifer Morales booked a private bartender.
Which ties back into event planning and logistics.
Exactly. And she emphasized not just the drinks, but the creativity and the unforgettable interaction. This shows it's not just about utility, it's about curating a memorable, high-end sensory experience.
And finally, the corporate application.
Yana Thompson booked a jazz band for a corporate gala. Her comment that the music elevated the experience to another level and made it feel like a movie, that confirms their ability to manage complex corporate logistics where atmosphere and spectacle are everything.
So those 5 stories, when you put them all together, they really showcase a platform that can handle VIP logistics, streamline niche entertainment booking, and guarantee quality across the board.
So if we just step back and summarize the whole thing, the overall finding is that SLA isn't just, aggregating services.
No, it's much more than that.
It's an extremely ambitious, integrated luxury and logistics infrastructure. They have deliberately connected all these disparate, high-end services, from industrial hauling to investment guidance, to serve the complete lifestyle needs of a very specific global clientele.
And for you, the key takeaway is that they have basically eliminated the headache of coordinating complex multi-vendor events. You find top-quality transportation, quality entertainment, and a whole host of specialty services, all through one registration, one point of contact. They've streamlined the entire process of living large and managing high-stakes logistics.
They make the incredibly complicated seem simple.
Exactly. And that brings us to our final provocative thought for you to chew on. Given this vast operational network they've built, spanning everything from security for dignitaries to private jets, from industrial freight to booking a recording studio, what complex, multi-layered global event would be virtually impossible to coordinate efficiently without a platform this broadly connected?
That's a great question.
I mean, think about launching a blockbuster movie premiere overseas. You need to fly the cast in on private charters, coordinate security for dignitaries, hire local entertainment, arrange logistics for set pieces, all tracked through one system.
That's the true operational niche they've carved out for themselves.
It really is.
And it just begs the question of what other industries they could possibly integrate next.
We will definitely have to keep an eye on their Starlight News updates for that. Until then, thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.